Here we go for the mini stock portion on Frostoberfest, day number 2, 50 laps for the mini stocks. Here's where they're going to line up. On the pole out of Glen Cairn in the LCDC Color and Coatings Highway 90 signs. Number 10, it's Doug Butler. Starting second spot out of Dundas in the Blue Street Contracting A&A Auto. Number 81, it's Karl Sault. Starting third out of Burlington in the GM Electric Haggart Crane Rentals Kangaroo Trailers. Number 76, it's Shawn Taylor. Rolling off in the 4th spot out of Cambridge in the Cummins Laidlaw Carriers Klotz Auto Repair. Number 33, it's Mike Happy Gilmore. Starting in 5th out of Troy in the Blue Street Contracting McGinty Towman Electric. Number 7, it's Mr. Excitement Matt Young. Starting in 6th out of Dundas in the Blue Street Contracting Clay Bar Contracting. Number 2, it's Bobby Mercer. Starting in 7th spot at a Barrie in the Cintas Ideal Supply Napa Parameter Auto Service. Number 95, it's Michael Robinson the third. Starting in the 8th position out of Hamilton in the Butcher and Banker Font Hills Tatra Shoes, the Nutty Neighbor. Number 16, it's Mike Thompson. Rolling off in the 9th spot out of Guelph in the Golden Triangle DKI Spire Fire Protection Fleet Image. Number 81, exits Blaze Shaw. Rolling off in the 10th spot out of Aaron in the Alliance Roofing, Low Gels Roofing, number 14 machine, it's Brian Wilson Jr. Starting in the 11th spot out of Innisfil in the Lake House Property Management, Flashover Window Fashions, number 80 machine, it's Coleridge Finnemore. Starting 12th out of Innisfil in the Rock Line Pumping Inc., Mac Lane Sunridge, number 22 machine, it's Chandler Boss. Starting in the 13th spot at a Mount Pleasant in the Dairy Queen brand, Canesville Tire Discounter, number 45 machine, it's the Pavement Princess, Caitlin Wallace. Rolling off 14th in the 7 machine out of Guelph in the Alliance Roofing, Low Gels Roofing, number 7X, it's Brian Wilson Sr. Starting 15th out of Hillsburg in the Stewart's Equipment, number 94, it's Mark Grieve. Starting 16th out of Georgetown in the Quick Fire Starters, Bergsma Home Improvements, number 72 machine, it's Wyatt Sutcliffe. Starting in the 17th position out of Arthur in the Dipple Family Garage, Elmira Auto Supply, number 83 machine, it's Bob Stewart. Rolling off 18th position out of St. Catharines in the GM Electric Haggart Crane Rentals Kangaroo Trailers, number 79 car, it's Andrew Smith. Starting in the 19th spot out of Drayton in the Dipple Family Garage, Elmira Auto Supply, number 18 machine, it's Dave Dipple. Starting in 20th out of Brantford in the Sunbelt Rentals Automotive Truck and Tire, number 77 machine, it's Rory Markle. Starting 21st out of Grimsby in the Chrome 2 NV Customs TNG Landscape Centric Auto Detail, number 34 car, it's Randy Alway. 21 cars set to rock and roll for the start of the mini stock race. Doug Butler going to lead the field back to green. It's time to go mini stock racing here on day number 2 of Frostoberfest, presented by London Recreational Racing, Grisdale Enterprises. The mini stocks presented by Klotz Auto Repair here today at Flamboro Speedway. It is time to bring the mini stocks to life. The Bennett GM Chevrolet pace truck pulls down to the infield, turning the field over to that number 10 of Doug Butler, Karl Sault, Shawn Taylor, Mike Gilmore set to rock and roll and rumble off a turn 4. Off before the green flag is in the air. The mini socks are green here at Frostoberfest. Doug Butler gets a really good jump, and now Karl Sault's going to be side by side with the 76 of Shawn Taylor. They head back down into 3 and 4. Taylor on the bottom, Sault on the top. Butler slips up just a little bit on the exit of turn 4. Taylor trying to see if he can take that second spot away after capturing back-to-back igloos in that number 76 machine. Looking to see if he can complete the job here once again tonight. Karl Sault going to try to power move on the outside, and he will. Sault's going to take that second spot away. Taylor now going to shuffle himself into the third position. Mike Gilmore runs in 4th, 5th, the 7 of Matt Young. 2 is Bobby Mercer as they single file themselves out. Mike Thompson in that 16 looking underneath the 95 of Mike Robinson. The third off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Thompson looking to the inside. That's for the 7th position. Move Thompson now up to 7th. Robinson the third is going to slip into the clutches of the 81 exit Blaze Shawn to 1 and 2. Chandler Boss in that 22. He's looking to the inside on the 14 machine of Brian Wilson Jr. Boss in that unique looking number 22 car, looking to see if he can make a move on that 14 machine. Down to the inside, Boss still side by side with that 14 car. He's going to slip up just a little bit. That's going to bring along the 80 of Coleridge Fenimore as well to the inside. Fenimore now looking to the outside on the 14 of Junior. Brian Wilson Jr. in that 14 car. Fenimore is going to take that spot away. Wilson Jr. slides in behind him, right in front of that 45 of Caitlin Wallace. The front of the field, the 81 of Karl Sault. He's got a run on that 10 of Doug Butler. 18 of Dave Dipple's going to pull off that car to the outside. They're going to split the lap traffic down the back straightaway. Karl Sault, Doug Butler, Shawn Taylor split around that 34 car of Randy Alway. Sault still on the bottom trying to make the pass happen. Butler fighting back on the top side. Taylor pushing the 81 of Karl Sault. 3-car battle on the front of the field. Lap number 7 goes up on the board. Karl Sault still out front. Doug Butler fighting hard on the outside, side by side back into 3 and 4. Sault trying to get the advantage off of turn 4, but quite can't clear the 10 of Doug Butler. These cars duking it out side by side. That's going to allow the 33 of Mike Gilmore to start to close in on this battle as well. Gilmore now looking to tag in on the back end. Butler finally gives up that top spot. Karl Sault clears the 10 machine. Move Karl Sault up to the first position. Shawn Taylor now looking to the inside on the 10. Taylor making quick work on that number 10 as now he is up to the second spot. Butler shuts the door on the 33 of Mike Gilmore, who slots back in to the third position, Butler in third, Gilmore back to fourth. Matt Young and Bobby Mercer duking it out for 5th and 6th behind them. Mike Thompson runs in the 7th spot. 8th, the 95 of Mike Robinson, the 3rd. 9th, the 81X of Blaze Shaw. 10th, the 22 of Chandler Boss. 11th, the 80 car of Coleridge Fenimore. 12th is the 14 of Brian Wilson Jr. 13th is the 45 of Caitlin Wallace. 14th, the 72 of Wyatt Sutcliffe. 15th, the 94 of Mark Reeves. 16th, the 83 of Bob Stewart. 17th, the 79 of Andrew Smith. 18th, the 77 of Rory Markle. 19th, 34 of Randy Alway. 20th, the 7X of Brian Wilson Sr. And the 18th is the 21st is the 18 of Dave Dipple. We continue on. Karl Sault out front. Shawn Taylor and crew are going to work around that 38 car of Bob Stewart, the 83 of Bob Stewart. Butler around the lap traffic. Now Gilmore working on the lap traffic as well. Karl Sault, Shawn Taylor really trying to drive away at the front of the field. Battle a little bit further in the pack. The 22 of Chandler Boss has gone underneath that 81X of Blaze Shaw. Boss now looking to the inside on the 81X of Shaw. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Boss trying to put a nose down in there, but Shaw really working that high side. They're still side by side for that 9th and 10th position. Well, Mike Robinson, the 3rd, the 95, way up the racetrack. He's going to pull off and take that car to the pit area. Oh, the 7 of Matt Young with problems in 3 and 4. Him and his teammate, the 2 of Bobby Mercer, split the 83 of Bob Stewart. And Young got the worst end of the deal as he ended up sideways through 3 and 4. They're going to carry on, but now Bobby Mercer moves up to the 5th spot. Matt Young back to 6th. 7th, Mike Thompson. 8th is that battle with Blaze Shaw and Chandler Boss and Coleridge Fenimore, all tucked up there as well. Karl Sault in the 81 car, trying to hold on to the race lead, but Shawn Taylor has not let him get more than a bumper's length away. Doug Butler right there as well, still on the mix. Taylor looking to the inside down the back straightaway. Taylor might take a peek to the inside in 3 and 4, and he will. He's got a nose inside. Battle for the race lead is on off of turn number 4. Oh, Taylor gets a little loose off of 4. Sault and Taylor make a little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact, but Taylor able to hold on to that second spot. Doug Butler settles in 3rd. It's a 3-car breakaway at the front of the field. Sault, Taylor, duking it out here in this one. Karl Sault, Shawn Taylor still duking it out. Doug Butler right there as well. They work on putting the lap down on the 72 of Wyatt Sutcliffe. Leaders are side by side working around some lap traffic. Taylor and Sault now around the 94 of Mark Reeve and the 7X. The 7X of Brian Wilson Sr., but Shawn Taylor now going to take over the race lead. Karl Sault settles in second, right ahead of Doug Butler as they work really close quarters through some lap traffic. Lap number 21 goes up on the board, closing in on halfway home in this 50-lap main event for the mini stocks here at Flamboro Speedway on day number 2 of Frostoberfest. Shawn Taylor now can run that really unique line that he has been accustomed to running here at Flamboro Speedway. Arcs it in really high into the corners, and then Austin Roy Marco right in front of the leaders in 3 and 4. Caution flag is going to fly on the speedway. 73 car of Bob Stewart, the 79 of Andrew Smith, 77 of Rory Markle, and the 34 of Randy Alloway. And roll out the rest of the lineup here on lap number 22. 22 laps in the book so far, 28 to go of this 50-lap feature event for the mini-stock portion here at Frostoberfest weekend at Flamboro Speedway, presented by London Recreational Racing in Grisdale Racing Products. Off of turn 4, Shawn Taylor, Karl Sault back on the loud pedal. Taylor with a big start on the bottom. Shawn Taylor got into that restart zone and said, see ya later. That's going to maybe work out for the 33 of Mike Gilmore, who's going to work his way on the outside around the 10 of Doug Butler. Then it's side by side, Bobby Mercer, Matt Young trying to see if they can move up as well. Move Gilmore up to third now behind the 81 of Karl Sault. Sault putting some serious pressure on the back bumper of the 76 of Shawn Taylor. Bobby Mercer, Matt Young sort themselves out side by side a little bit further behind. 16 of Mike Thompson, the 81X of Blaze Shawn, Chandler Ross in that mix as well. Coleridge Fittimore running the back end of this battle as well. Thompson to the bottom, Shawn to the top. Thompson going to take that spot away and move Blaze Shawn back into the 8th position, right on the front bumper of the 22 of Chandler Ross. Ross with a little bit of contact to the 81 of Shawn, 3 and 4. Fittimore right in that mix as well. Brian Wilson Jr. on the back end of this battle. Keelan Wallace in there as well. This time, halfway home, halfway to go. Shawn Taylor out front. Karl Sault, the 72 of Wyatt Sutcliffe back on the speedway. And Shawn Taylor out front. Karl Sault, Mike Gilmore now runs in that third spot. Doug Butler, though, right on the back bumper of Happy Gilmore, as they say, on the 33 car. Butler seeing if he can make a move, and he might this time off a 4. Butler dives down to the bottom. Gilmore now on the top side. Gilmore says, here you go, take it. Doug Butler now moves up to the third spot. Gilmore back into the clutches of the 2 of Bobby Mercer, behind them the 16 of Mike Thompson. He's going to look inside our points champion, the 7 of Matt Young. Young way up the racetrack at 3 and 4. That's going to allow the 81X to play Shawn to get to the inside as well. Shawn down to the inside on the 7 car of Matt Young. Young, maybe the handling going away just a little bit here as he starts to fade off here on the final half of this race. 22 laps to go, 28 in the book. Shawn in that 81 car. He's going to make that move stiff. Move Shawn up to the 7th position. Young back to the 8th spot. Chandler Boss now in the mix as well. Lap number 29 goes up on the board. Shawn Taylor out front, trying to give you a full field rundown. Lap 30, Shawn Taylor out front. Second, the 81 of Karl Sault. Third, the 10 of Doug Butler. Fourth, the 33 of Mike Gilmore. Fifth, the 2 of Bobby Mercer. Sixth, the 16 of Mike Thompson. Seventh, the 81X of Blaze Shawn. Eighth, the 7 of Matt Young. Ninth, the 22 of Chandler Ross. 10th, the 80 of Coleridge Fittimore. 11th, the 14 of Brian Wilson Jr. 12th, the 45 of Keelan Wallace. 13th, the 7X of Brian Wilson Sr. 14th, the 83 of Bob Stewart. 15th, the 94 of Mark Reeve. 16th, the 77 of Rory Marco. 17th, the 79 of Andrew Smith. 18th, the 34 of Randy Alloway. 19th, 72 of Wyatt Sutcliffe. Shawn Taylor still out front, 32 laps. When the battle for second starts to rage on as Doug Butler looking to the inside on Karl Sault off of turn number 2. Butler down to the inside. They work around the 79 of Andrew Smith. Tight corner racing into 3 and 4. Butler able to make that move stick. He can't quite clear the 81 of Sault off of 4, but they're still side by side for second spot. Lap number 33 now goes up on the board. Butler slides up just a little bit, gets into the 81 of Karl Sault, but Butler is going to take that second spot away. Oh, big wheel for the 16 of Mike Thompson behind them. Thompson right sideways off of turn number 2. That's going to allow the 81X to play Shawn to close in as well. 34 laps in the books of this 50-lap event for the mini stocks. Here on day number 2 of Frostoberfest at Flamboro Speedway, presented by London Recreation Racing and Drysdale Racing Products. Shawn Taylor still out front. Doug Butler in second. Karl Sault third. Sault starting to drift back just a little bit as Mike Gilmore now closing in on the battle for third spot. Bobby Mercer runs in that 5th position. And just behind them, a little bit of ways, is the 16 of Mike Thompson. 81X of Blaze Shaw, the 7 of Matt Young, the 22 of Chandler Boss, and 10, the 80 of Coleridge Fenimore. Shawn Taylor has opened up about an 8-car length advantage over that 10 of Doug Butler. Then it's another 3-4 cars back to the 81 of Karl Sault. Then another 4 cars back to the 33 of Mike Gilmore. Then another 4 car back to the 2 of Bobby Mercer as the top 5 cars try to see if they can drive away from this one. 13 laps to go for Shawn Taylor. The GM Electric Hager Crane Tools, number 76 machine, trying to see if he can pick up a igloo once again here at Flamboro Speedway. Taylor now working around the 83 of Bob Stewart here once again. As a single file start to stretch themselves out of this one. Lap number 38 goes up on the board. 12 laps to go, now 11 as he comes underneath the stripe. Once again, Taylor, clean and green, nice and smooth at the front of the field. Was a full-time competitor at Flamboro Speedway a few years ago. This year ran a little bit of part-time, ran some dirt races as well, and now trying to see if he can pick up the igloo once again. The battle for third is starting to heat up here just a little bit as Karl Sault is starting to lose ground just a little bit as the 33 of Mike Gilmore is starting to put a little bit of pressure on that 81 of Sault, but the 2 of Bobby Mercer closing into that battle as well. 83 of Bob Stewart pulls off to the infield as well as he makes that hard right-hand turn to the garage area. But that battle for third really starting to heat up. Mike Gilmore has closed that gap within 1 car length between him and Karl Sault. Bobby Mercer in the mix as well. Sault drifted up just a little bit. Gilmore now within a half car length of the 81 machine. Bobby Mercer sneaking into the battle as well. He's a half car length behind. Gilmore looking to the inside down the front straightaway. Gilmore looking to the inside on that 81 of Karl Sault. Caitlin Wallace moves the 45 in the garage area. Gilmore side by side with Sault for this third position. Gilmore and Sault duking it out. Bobby Mercer ready to pounce on whatever seems to happen. Gilmore's going to clear the 81 of Sault. Now Mercer's going to try to take advantage of that as well. Gilmore up to third. Bobby Mercer. Oh, it's going to be tight off of turn number 2. Mercer and Andrew Smith get together off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Mercer couldn't quite get the pass and he got stuck behind a couple lap cars. Now Mercer, he might go the long way around Karl Sault in a 1 and 2. Thought about taking a peek to the outside. Now he's going to do the crossover move. Now down to the inside. Karl Sault seems to be fading back just a little bit. Bobby Mercer going to take that spot away. Move Mercer up to the 4th position. Karl Sault back to 5th. Oh, problems for the 76 of Shawn Taylor. Caution is out on the speedway. Debris seems to be the call out right in the middle of the back straightaway there high. On the exit of turn number 2, looks like a bar come off of something or some sort of panel right there where the 14 car is driving by right now. 14 of Brian Wilson Jr. There's a caution flag will fly here with 5 laps to go in this one. White flag. We're going to go green next time around. A 5-lap shootout to close off the mini stocks here at Flamboro Speedway. Shawn Taylor, Doug Butler, Mike Gilmore, Bobby Mercer, Karl Sault, Mike Thompson, Blaze Shaw, Matt Young, Chandler Boss, Coleridge Fenimore, your top 10 as we get set to rock and roll. 5 laps to settle this one. Bennett GM Chevrolet pace truck pulls to the infield. Shawn Taylor, Doug Butler off of turn 4. Green flag is in the air. We're back underway. Taylor and Butler side by side down in the 1 and 2. Butler trying to see if he can make a move. Butler now clears the 33 of Gilmore. Oh, Mike Thompson around in the middle of the back straight. straightaway. Hard into the tire barrier for the 16 of Mike Thompson. We'll see if the caution flag will fly. Looks like we're going to stay under the green flag here for the time being. Oh! Bobby Mercer, Karl Sault get together. Around goes Mike Gilmore. Caution flag is going to fly on the speedway. Chandler Boss in the 22 in 7th, 8 the 14 of Brian Wilson Jr. 9 the 16 of Mike Thompson, 11 the 33 of Mike Gilmore. In the final car on the lead lap, the 7 of Matt Young. In 11th spot, all the other cars 1 lap down. So, 4-lap shootout to settle this one. Here we're going to try it once again. Bennett GM Chevrolet pace truck pulls down to the infield. Shawn Taylor, Doug Butler going to restart as we get set to rock and roll. 4 laps to go in this one. Green flag in the air. We're back underway. Taylor had a really good start, and that allowed Butler to get in front of that battle for 3rd and 4th as Butler now clears those two. Bobby Mercer now looking to the inside on Karl Sault as they try to muster their way through the rest of the field. 3 laps to go as Shawn Taylor crosses the stripe. Shawn Taylor out front, Doug Butler within striking distance. A car length separates those two. Bobby Mercer behind him. Karl Sault duking it out. Blaze Shaw now into the top 5 as he cracks the top 5. 2 to go with Shawn Taylor. Oh, Gilmore goes around in 3 and 4. Caution flag is going to fly on the speedway. So, white flag going to be in the air. We're going to have a 2-lap shootout to settle this one. Shawn Taylor, Doug Butler. Gonna see if they can finish this one off. Shawn Taylor's been out front for quite a while. Doug Butler trying to see if he can maybe sneak one away from the 76 of Taylor. Karl Sault, Bobby Mercer in the mix here as well. So we'll see what this restart has entailed. Bennett GM Chevrolet pace truck pulls down to the infield. Shawn Taylor, Doug Butler off of turn 4. They're going to see the green, and we're back underway. Good restart for the top 2. The second row was a little sleeping there on the start. Butler, they're trying to see if he can clear the battle for 3rd and 4th, and he will. He slides in ahead of the 81 of Karl Sault. This time off a 4, white flag in the air. Taylor's got 1 more lap to get the job done. Taylor down into 1 and 2. Butler right there in striking distance. Karl Sault drifts back just a little bit. Final time down into 3 and 4. Doug Butler's going to give him 1 more shot at it. But Shawn Taylor is going to pick up an igloo once again. Shawn Taylor picks up the win. Doug Butler comes home in 2nd spot. Karl Sault. Karl Sault comes home in the 3rd position. So Shawn Taylor picks up the win here tonight in the mini stock portion of Frostoberfest day number 2 here at Flamboro Speedway. He's going to pull into victory lane. So down in victory lane, now that he can grab his microphone after not making it back across, unfortunately, Jerry Paxton down in victory lane with our feature winner.
Out of the car, here comes your featured winner, Shawn Taylor. 3, baby.
All right. I got to ask you, do you really love restarts?
I like when I'm in control of the restarts. That long run there, I was kind of just waiting for the cautions to come at the end, just like those NASCAR races, and just trying to make sure I did something a little different every restart, and didn't give him any of my tricks. And man, this is awesome! 3 in a row.
When you can pick up 3 in a row, you got to be a happy camper.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's this Flambero's always been my home track, and thanks to John Caselli, Mike Schmidt for putting on this amazing event. Haggard Crane Rentals, GM Electric, Kangaroo Trailers, all my partners, my dad, my uncle back in the pits, Susie, Andrew in the 79 car. We got a whole crew of people helping us do this, and now we got to go get 2 in a row at Peterborough next week.
Party time.
Work day tomorrow, but yes.
Yeah, take the day. You deserve it. Shawn Taylor picks up the victory and the Igloo.